What's happening, guys? 2024 is coming to an end. We've had some great knockouts, some great submissions, some great fights and events this year. But in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 best knockouts of 2024. It's going to be a UFC MMA edition because that's what I specialize on in this channel. But if you would like to see any other combat sports knockouts, like my top 10 knockouts for any other combat sports, then leave a comment below. I'll probably be doing a boxing video where I give you guys my top 10 boxing knockouts of the year. Disclaimer, if you hear any, wild music or crazy music in the background, it's because my neighbors are blasting music like there's no tomorrow. But anyways, it's nearly Christmas, so we will allow them. You know what I'm saying? Because if this was any other day, we have to go and tell them, "Oh, guys, making a fucking video. Better turn that useless music down." But anyways, leave a comment below of what knockouts you think could have made the top 10, or what knockouts you think were better. And follow me on Instagram, Yems Official. I'll leave a link below. Also subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Big Yems. The link will be below as well. But at number 10, we've got I don't know if it's Joel or Yo Alvarez versus Close. I've forgotten his full name, but I just think the sequence was beautiful. He threw a good little flurry of shots with a low kick. Then he threw a flying knee, which rocked Close. And what I liked about this submission is the fact that it's a submission. What I like with this finish is Alvarez actually held Close against the cage as if he was going to submit him, and just started throwing shots. So for me, I liked what I saw. It was cool. It was a bit different to what I've seen. Usually you'll see stuff like that on the ground, but he did that standing up, pushing Close back against the cage. And it was a good knockout. First time I've seen Alvarez fight. So yeah, he left a good impression on me. So that's my number 10. And then at number 9, we have Dustin Poirier versus Saint Denis. And the reason why this is at number 9 is because, I'll be honest, Poirier had to go through a bit of adversity, and then boom, he lands the killer shot. Let's pull that back. We gotta pull that back. We gotta pull that back, man. We gotta pull that back. So yeah, Dustin kept jumping guillotine in this fight. But like I said, he had to go through a bit of adversity. Not necessarily adversity, just, it was a tough fight, grueling fight on the body. But then here again, we got Dustin doing what he does best. Gets into dogfights, and here lands a killer right hand to the chin of Saint Denis and puts him straight out. So I can't lie, shouts out to Dustin Poirier. Beautiful KO. I liked it when I saw it live. So yeah, shouts out to Dustin Poirier. And yeah, next up we have Kai Kara France versus Steve Erceg. And I've got to be honest, yeah, going into the fight, I was leaning more to Steve Erceg because I thought Steve Erceg had the cleaner striking. But with that being said, hell, Kai Kara France came and blew him out of the park, mate. He landed a lovely overhand right, and it put Erceg out. Landed some follow-up shots, but that was about it. From when the overhand landed, I'll be real, Steve Erceg was done for. I wouldn't say I was shocked, but I was not expecting that. Let's just say that. So shouts out to Kai Kara France. Maybe he's going to fight for the belt next. I reckon he probably will. I feel like he's probably one of the only people that could beat Pantoja in the flyweight division. So Kai Kara France, salute yourself, man. Salute yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then at number 7, we have... The thing is, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to put this KO higher up the list. I'll be honest, it probably would have been my number one because of the technique, but because some of the other fights that I've put higher up, the magnitude of the fight and the build up to the fight and everything, it just has a bit more significance for me. Otherwise, this fight would be at the top. But at number 7, we have Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka 2. I'll be honest, the technique of how Alex executed this KO, it deserves to be number one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's just obviously there was other fights that I had to put at number one, just down to the fact there was more. What's the words I'm looking for? There was more meaning to the fights. There was more significance. So that's why I've had to put Alex and Yuri at number 7. I'm not gonna lie though, beautiful sequence from Alex. He rocks Yuri in the first round and it comes out in the second round, and he lands this beautiful switch kick. And boy, it was beautiful, man. We gotta wheel that up. We gotta wheel that up, man. We gotta wheel that one up. I can't lie. We gotta wheel that one up still. So yeah, here they both take center of the octagon, and bam, he lands the switch kick. I mean, it was good. It was a good setup by Alex because obviously in the first round, Alex was throwing a lot of low kicks and it had Yuri dropping his hand, and he had his hands quite low, so the switch kick was there, and it just shows you how intelligent Poatan is. And yeah, shouts out to Alex, man. That was a beautiful KO, and like I said, if some of these fights didn't happen, I can't lie to you, Alex's KO over Yuri Prochazka would have been my number one because the technique is absolutely beautiful. At number 6, we've got... It's sad, man, because boy, this guy, he came and showed everyone levels. Not necessarily levels, but he's came and done his thing. And who I have at number 6 is Ilia Topuria versus Alex Volkanovski. Ilia put on a clinic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Obviously, the first round, Alex was winning the fight. We go into the second round. Alex was still winning the fight, in my opinion. But people need to understand look at the sequence. Ilia moves Volkanovski back, throws the left hook to the body, the overhand to the head, and follows up back downstairs again, and then he drops Volkanovski and gets the KO. But it's the way Ilia pushes people back. His boxing footwork is so good. So look, he pushes Alex back, goes low, goes high, goes low, goes high again. Beautiful boxing. And the good thing, the reason why Ilia does get KOs is because he throws in combinations. And most people are scared to throw in combinations, or their brain doesn't work in that way where they just naturally throw those combinations. But that's why Ilia is so dangerous, because there's guys that can take a punch, but if you're throwing in combinations, I'm sorry, I don't care how much of a punch you can take. Combinations are what put people out. Like, don't get me wrong, Ilia has got power. He's got that one punch KO power, but it's the combinations that knock people out. Because for example, the combination Ilia throws, he throws the left to the body, overhand upstairs, left hand to the body again, overhand. And you see that sequence, people need to understand, even if he doesn't land those shots, it's going to get people thinking, he's going up, he's going low. So they don't know whether to drop their hands or keep their hands high. And by the time, your brain is just overthinking. And by the time you're doing all that overthinking, Ilia's already closed the space. Because one, you don't want Ilia to back you up. But once he's already closed, because your mind is doing so much thinking against it, trying to counter what Ilia's going to do, he's already backed you up, got you to where he wants you to be, and he lands those killer combos and that one punch KO knockout. So that's my number 6. Then we move up to number 5, and I'm not gonna lie, this fight, I was not expecting to see any of this. I'm sure this took place at UFC was it the one in China? I can't remember. It was quite recently, but it was Muslim Salikov versus Song Keenan. And oh my God, I'm going to keep this short and simple, but the way Muslim Salikov landed that spinning heel kick, oh my God. Damn. I no go lie, Muslim. Beautiful KO. Keep doing your thing, my friend. Keep doing your thing. That was a beautiful KO. I'm not even gonna spend too much on that KO because that KO was just clean. And obviously, so, a lot of the times people will see that coming, but if you don't see that coming, oh my God. And as you guys can see, it put Song Keenan to sleep. So yeah, that's my number 5. At number 4, we have Shara Magomedov versus Armen Petrosyan, however you say his name. I'm gonna be honest, Shara, what a beautiful finish. It wasn't necessarily a KO, it was more TKO because my man wasn't actually out, but he was finished. But I gotta give it to Shara. That sequence was crazy. Man threw a double spinning elbow. And the thing is, you see what makes this KO, this finish beautiful is the element of surprise. Shara throws the spinning elbow, and who in their right mind is gonna think, yeah, he's gonna throw that and throw that? Who thinks that, like, your opponent is never gonna think that you're gonna do that? So for that, Shara, I gotta give shouts out to you and salute yourself, because boy oh boy, that there is a clear example of the element of surprise. And you see, this is why you have to use the tactics of war when you're coming into the octagon, because at the end of the day, when you get into that octagon, the man across from you is your opponent. He's your enemy for 15 or 25 minutes. After that, you guys can be friends, you can shake hands, but for the time that we are in that octagon, we are enemies. And Shara Magomedov used a brilliant tactic, which is the element of surprise. He called out Israel Adesanya. I'll be honest, he's not ready for Izzy yet. But Shara Magomedov, salute yourself, because you have a bright future ahead. And beautiful, honestly, beautiful KO. But we move on. We are at the top 3 now. And at number 3, we've got Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. Fuck you, Jamal Hill. I'm just going to say that. And I know you're a black brother, but my friend, you're a fucking bitch. Jamal Hill, you're a fucking bitch. You're a simp. You're a cock. You fucking bastard. Because Alex finished you in spectacular fashion, you want to now keep bitching, saying this, that, on the other. Jamal, you're a bitch. You got put to sleep, and as it is, you are still sleeping. You are sleepwalking on a daily basis. Since the day Alex Pereira KO'd you at UFC 300, you have been sleepwalking since that day. You fucking bastard. Idiots. Olushi. Idiots. Bastard. But yeah, at number 3, sorry for my rank, guys. I just had to put that out there because Jamal Hill is a fucking bitch. But shouts out to Alex Pereira, because boy oh boy. Hey guys, all I gotta say is this: how can a man get kicked in the nuts? Yeah, the referee goes to step in, and my man goes, "Nah, relax, I got this." Man gets straight back to action and KOs my man. Obviously, Jamal Hill wants to use that as an excuse because he says the referee stopped the fight, and Alex has told him, "No, we'll continue." And he says, when they've reset, Alex has pushed forward. But if we actually have a look here, they set again, the fight starts again. Jamal Hill is the one who moves back. Alex moves forward, you move back. Why are you moving yourself back? Move to the side. And yeah, he gets the beautiful KO, and he gives off the perfect celebration. I'll be honest, Jamal Hill, you got memed, bro. You got memed. I'll be real, you got daddied. That Alex Pereira is your daddy. So stop fucking talking shit, Jamal Hill. Yeah? And show some fucking respect to your father, Alex Pereira. Shout out to Portan. Salute yourself. Ah! Alex Pereira, Powata. But that's my number 3. In at number 2, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this would have been my number 1. And it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad that this is not my number 1. But you guys will understand why it is not my number 1. But at number 2, we have Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt. And what a fucking KO by Max Holloway. Max Holloway was winning the fight anyways. Let's take a look at it. Last 10 seconds, he points to the ground and he says, let's go. Honestly, guys, he didn't have to do that because a lot can happen in 10 seconds, and Max proved it by putting Justin Gaethje flat out. That is what a BMF does. 10 seconds left to go. Probably one of the greatest KOs in history, just for the simple fact that there was 10 seconds to go. He points to the middle of the canvas and lets Justin know, meet me in the middle. And I'll be honest, it could have been Max on the other foot. Max could have been the one that got KO'd because 10 seconds is a lot, especially when they're both swinging in the pocket, trying to land a big shot. Shouts out to both men. Justin Gaethje showed incredible heart. But Max Holloway's got that dog in him, boy, and he is a true BMF. Obviously, there's not really a lot of technique in that sequence there. They're both just in the middle, in the pocket, swinging, seeing who can land the better shots. And I'll be honest, Max was the better guy. Obviously, Max's boxing is better than Justin, so you would probably expect that when they're exchanging in the pocket. But shouts out to Max Holloway. And then at number 1, guys, it's so sad because I've been doing this is my 2nd year in a row doing my top 10 best knockouts of the year, and for the 2nd time I've had to include knockouts that have hurt me, that have hurt my heart, you know. But it is what it is. It's part of the game, and you guys know I'm not a hater, I'm not biased. And at number 1, we have Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway for the featherweight belt. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to talk shit, but guys, the reason why this is my number 1 is for the pure fact that Max has never been slept, never been KO'd in his, I'm sure he's been fighting, 14 years, 15 years, something like that, and he's never been KO'd. What a guy. Obviously, this is big. We got to big up Ilia, but shouts out to Max as well. Man said you've never been KO'd. You've had how many fights and you've never been KO'd? We have to give props to Max, but then again, we have to give props to Ilia. I'll be honest, I feel like in this fight, it wasn't necessarily technique or skill that gave Ilia the advantage. What gave Ilia the advantage was the power. Max was doing very well. I had Max up in the fight. But it's the same as when Ilia fought Volkanovski. Volkanovski was winning the fight. But the thing that separates Ilia from a lot of other guys is he does have that one punch KO power. And he showed that to us against Max Holloway. Boy, it was sad to see Max go out like that. I mean, let's take a little look at it again. But where did he do his best work? Where did he do his best? Boom. Can't lie, it was a good KO. It was a good left hook. I can't lie to you. It was a beautiful left hook that put Max out. But you see, again, this is what, if you guys have watched my breakdown on Ilia Topuria's style, he does his best work backing people up against the cage. And that's exactly what he did to Alex Volkanovski. He did it again against Max Holloway. Got the KO. And, you know, now watching it back, I'm not going to lie, it was a beautiful left hook. Landed straight on the chin of Max. So, you know, shouts out to Max Holloway. Shouts out to Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is my fighter of the year. If you guys haven't seen the video, go watch the video. I'll leave a link below as well. But yeah, that's my top 10 knockouts of 2024. I have no doubt 2025 will be a big year for all you MMA and UFC fans. The first month of 2025 looks very good for us UFC fans. So I look forward to 2025 and seeing a lot of more beautiful KOs. But it's Big Yems and I'm out. Like and subscribe in a bit. Have a good one, guys. And remember, Jamal Hill, you're a fucking bitch. bastard cock, beta male simp mangina. Go and suck your mother, you fucking bastard. Olushi. Your mother is a Ashewu idiot. Alex Pereira is your fucking father, bastard.